I have such a new awareness. Before, I didn't even know I really was having that reaction. I was just having it and reacting. Now I have it and I react. And I also have this awareness like, oh, I did do that again. And so that's that observer perspective. And because you have the observer perspective, you're not actually down in that muck. You're not. You are kind of dipping a toe in sometimes, maybe, but it's not you jumping in the whole body in the mud and rolling around, because that's just the way that we used to live our life. And we didn't even notice because we were just all in muck and everyone was in muck. And so it just all looked normal. But now we're actually a little bit out of that. And so if we do want to dip a toe or even a whole hand in sometimes and stir it around, there's still the piece of us that has the awareness that that's just an experience we're choosing to have, that we're just playing in the muck for a little bit, and then we get to take out the hand and we do get to wipe it off and maybe rinse it off and maybe go have a manicure, because we can choose how far beyond that mucky situation do we want to be. But there's nothing wrong with playing in the muck and stirring it around. And that's, I think, maybe the message that's flowing through for today is to let it be all okay. That sometimes doesn't feel right. What do you mean? This horrible thing is happening, or I feel really sad about that, or I'm really triggered by this other thing. Shouldn't I try to, start shifting and be that 1% like happier? Or shouldn't I look over here at this thing that feels better? If it feels better, then yes, do that. But if you're in the muck, you're in it for a reason. You are bringing this experience, you are creating it for yourself. And to keep knowing that you have the observer perspective and you can notice, I wonder why I'm making this experience for myself. I'm wondering why I wanted to feel these emotions. I wonder what's here for me. There's a gift here for me. Everything is happening on my behalf and for my benefit, and I'm creating it. And so having the experience, but also having the awareness that there is value here for me. I might not know what it is in this hot second, but I know that there's something. And I know that I can choose to stir this muck around as long as I want, or I can choose to go clean off and go get that manicure. And I can also be in the energy of valuing the experience, of appreciating that this is me setting the stage. We've used this analogy on a couple of other calls. I don't know if it's been this self call, but setting the stage for the future play that I'm going to be in. And having that grace and space to know that all is well, that this is simply me giving that future me more experience, more opportunity to grow and learn. That version is going to be so appreciative, even though the version right now might be thinking, what the F? Like, this isn't really what I wanted today, or this week, or this month, or this year. But to allow it to be there and to know that it's there as long as we want it to be. When we're ready to shift it, we can choose to focus elsewhere.